If you're a wrestling fan of any kind, this is the podcast for you. My co-host Miggy and I talk about the independent scene. We talk about the main event of every PLE and pay-per-view and Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and AEW, and we talk about it all. We interview some of the rising stars of the SoCal wrestling scene. We are the official podcast of Dream Slam Wrestling, and we hope that you hit that subscribe button. And if you like what we're talking about, give us a thumbs up. Videos 3 times a week. Stay with it. Hey everyone, welcome back to House's Fame. It's me, TJ, joined by friend of the podcast, Austin Farris. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! What's up, y'all?
Dude, so sick to have you back on. Thanks for
Be
coming
here.
in clutch. Miggy is at a concert of his dreams, and he thinks we're recording tomorrow, but I haven't told him that I can't, so it's
Oh.
kind of even. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't watched wrestling that much in the last week because I'm moving, and I've been in the middle of moving. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you I was moving. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you could say on here, but how far from where you are now?
Not too far. I'll just say that
Nice.
to it. Yeah, yeah. So
Wait.
what's the deal? The magic of editing. Wow.
Oh yeah.
So, what's been going on with you and your wrestling fandom? Anything you've been dwelling on lately? Anything you've been watching?
I have currently been so I have been taking a little bit of a not on purposely, but I've noticed that I've been subconsciously not really paying attention to WWE as much in the last few weeks.
Damn.
But I should say before last week's Raw, not yesterday, but last week's Raw, I was kind of like ready to throw in the towel. I was just like, all right, if it's not John Cena, I don't really care anymore. You know, even though everyone else is really good, it just felt like the same thing every week, recycling, rewashing. And it was like the bronze would come in at the end and run in and mess everything all up. It
The
was just,
bronze.
yeah, it was just, I don't know. It just got old really fast. And like, I've noticed that like, because like I watch you guys obviously, and then there's other podcasts that I've seen too say the same thing. So I knew we weren't in the minority here. So I was like, all right, yeah, something's getting repetitive here. So, but yeah, it just I don't know. And then it seemed like I don't know who's booking the show still because of the whole ESPN TKO stuff. I mean, I'm assuming it's Triple H, but I don't know. Ever since last Monday, it felt kind of different. And then I went back and watched the full episode this week, and it was solid. It was definitely a lot better than the weeks prior. Um, but honestly, I've been getting kind of hooked on the shows that I've been going to see you do announcing at. I've been
Dude,
following a
those
bunch
things
of
are
the guys on
fun.
Instagram.
Oh, dude. They
Yeah.
just had one on Saturday or Sunday this last week. Dude, I can't get my days straight. This last weekend, they were in Anaheim again, and I just went there. I went there early, and I asked them if I was like, hey, you just need some extra help, like setting stuff up or whatever. And they were like, yeah, sure. So I
Sweet.
get there early, and then they had a dude doing commentary, like live commentary, so you could hear him over the PA system, like during the show. And I ended up on it. They just I guess I don't know if they were expecting me to do it or if they just assumed I would want to, but I ended up on there. I brought my jacket just
Hey,
in
yeah,
case, so I was
that's right.
prepared. And yeah, but now they're dude at that show, your boy Five Star lost his title. Did you see
I
that?
saw that. I saw that on
Oscar Felix, who
Instagram.
you also saw.
Yep. I was like, dude, okay. So I started following a bunch of those guys, especially after the second show I went to. That was at the Beer Olympics, I think. And yeah, just a bunch of those people, Oscar Phoenix and or Felix, sorry. Sorry, Oscar, my bad. Wesker too, bro. Wesker's funny as heck, man.
Wesker,
Dude, I want to
Weichmexler,
show up. I want to show up to a show wearing the same exact brown fit, like the brown jacket with the brown pants that he's got.
that
Then I'm just
Obama tan suit.
yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Yeah, I
I
asked
was
him one time. I said, "How come you're not a manager? Like, you obviously want to be like in the show. So, like, why aren't you a manager?" And he told me that he for whatever reason, I don't remember specifically, but he said he can't take a bump. Like, it's a physical thing.
oh
And
shoot.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bull. If opportunity presented itself, I would have a match with Mike Wexler. I would
I
train
was
for it.
just I was just about to say, I was like, I think the kids were shouting it at the first show. They wanted you guys to go at it. I definitely heard it at the Beer Olympics too. Like, Mike Wesker.
It would have to be like a hardcore match because there's no way I can outmuscle anybody, even him. So I need to be able to like throw something at him or, you know,
Yeah.
throw a knife. I don't know. But anyway,
Now,
not a knife. That was a joke.
now I do have to say, someone who stole the show for me that night at the Beer Olympics was, bro, Barbie Boy. Barbie
Dude,
Boy is legit.
Barbie Boy's no joke.
Dude,
And
yeah,
he's
I'm
over,
a
man.
fan. I'm a fan.
Who did he tag with? He tagged with somebody a couple times. I can't remember at the some of the Dream Slam shows I went to. Man, who was it? I don't know. But yeah. He's definitely over. Everyone loves him. He gets everyone to just laugh the whole time and just be entertained. And not only is it like Barbie Boy is obviously like goes for the laughs and stuff,
Yeah.
but dude, I don't want to get chopped by Barbie Boy.
No, hell no. Uh-uh. I was, bro, just instantly when he came through the entrance, it started getting up on the apron. I was like, bro, just the way how he took over the whole show and the whole crowd, everyone was so into it, and it was just, yeah, I can't wait to see more from Barbie Boy, man. I'm a fan. That was awesome, man. I want to see. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying a match that would be sick or a tag that would be sick. I've seen Guy Cool, I believe his name is, a couple times, and he would be fun to watch with Barbie Boy. Those two have the
he
most charisma ever. It's just fun to see those two go at like on
I'm
the
wondering
ring.
if they ever have tagged because I know they've been in the scene for a little bit. But yeah, Guy Cool normally tags in Dream Slam at least. He tags with Mikey O'Shea, who's
Yeah, okay,
that
dude
big
is a
beast.
beast.
Did I tell you about the time? It was like the first time we set up the booth. It was in like February or March or something, and they were in this like community center in Santa Ana, and it was pretty cool. There was like I don't know how many people, but it was like uh it's like in a video game how if you're like a fighter you'll start in like I remember the Rocky game on PlayStation 2 and your first fight was inside like an old church and then like and then the last fight like the big level you're like in like this big stadium and shit and there's a million people. So I feel like anyways, I say all that to say the Del Ice Center in Santa Ana is like a step up from a brewery. And
Yeah.
so it was like the first show the thing was that our booth was at, and they were the hosts of the show, the Party Juggernauts, which is a guy called Mikey O'Shea. So they start the show off just like a WrestleMania host would. They come out and they do all the talking and stuff. Dude, they came out with two big like igloo coolers that you like take to the beach and shit, and they were full of like Capri Suns and fruities and just like all kinds of snacks and shit. And they were just giving them out to free for people. They had the concession stand with all that shit, but it was like, no, party's here, and they spent a they spent a good couple of minutes just giving everyone free snacks. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he what he have? He had a water gun at that show I was at. I think he was
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Who wants it more?" And then everyone was cheering for it. Man, it was awesome. It
Yeah,
was
I
a
saw
good
him
time.
post something on Instagram recently that one of his like favorite things to do, like the last year or whatever, something he's really come to enjoy is wrestling at conventions.
Oh yeah.
And there's I don't know what kind of sword it is. I'm not like I don't know what character or world this is from, but he had like some big ass like Final Fantasy looking sword with him, and he posted it on Instagram a bunch, and it was fucking epic. That dude's
Heck yeah.
yeah.
I'm surprised you don't know it though. I mean, you're like Skyrim god, dude. I'm surprised you didn't know it.
Dude, I've been getting the itch to pick it up again. It's
Dude, you
my
don't.
it's like every 6 months it calls back to me, and I have to start a new playthrough.
It reminds me of Orton with Elden Ring and how he called Fortnite for kids. Just like you're like, dude, you probably have you played Elden Ring too or no? Sorry, I'm totally
I
going off
no,
topic.
dude, no. Mickey doesn't play very many video games, so I don't get to talk about. We
Yeah.
never get to go into that, so I'm digging this. Yeah, I bought Elden Ring. I knew about it, but I just didn't want to spend the money because I was getting my RPG fill with Skyrim. So I finally got it. It was on sale, and the only ever Souls game I've played Bloodborne a little bit, but I don't think I ever made it past like the second boss. I've
Yeah, I
played
heard it's
Demon
hard.
Souls though. It's fucking hard. Well, I mean they're all hard, but Bloodborne is
Yeah.
fucking insane. And so my first Souls game was just me with the duct tape because I have a hostage because I'm moving.
Yes.
um I played Demon Souls, but the PS5 remaster, and I never played it like on PS2 or whatever it first came out on. So that was my intro to it. And so, anyways, Elden Ring came out, and I was like, "Fuck that!" But open world, like, uh. and
Yeah.
oh my god! So I actually started like my third or fourth playthrough a couple months ago, and because I'm this time I'm trying to prestige it. I've never prestiged a PlayStation game before.
Oh man.
I've never tried
Yeah.
to. But then I
Did
was like,
you?
you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna prestige fucking Elden Ring because it's just beating the bosses pretty much. And so I had ChatGPT help me, and we ended up making like and I fucking hate AI by the way, but I love
Yeah.
it for this. Dude, I made a dexterity build, and my weapons were hook claws. So I was walking around like Wolverine and shit, bro.
Oh.
God. So to answer your question, yes, I've played Elden Ring.
Dude, I've always tried to get into RPGs, but literally the only ones I've ever tried were like Fallout 3 when that was popular, and then like I tried Skyrim before, but like I don't know, man. Is Skyrim probably like the one like what would you recommend as like the game to get people into RPGs? Would it be Skyrim?
Oh, I don't know because I've heard there's just so many people who think Skyrim is like overrated and did not age well, as there are people who say like it's the greatest game of all time. So
Yeah.
I don't know, and there's different kind of RPGs. So you have that, but you also have um a turn-based game like Baldur's Gate 3, which is new and everyone like that, or like Diablo, I think is turn-based, but I don't know if that's really an RPG. Um, but then you have your Japanese RPGs like Final Fantasy and dude, Pokemon is RPG if you think about it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I bet I've been playing RPGs and I didn't even know it. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you're trying to get into like fantasy or some shit like that, um, I'd say go with a Souls game, honestly.
Like Dark
Maybe
Souls.
well, the only two I've ever played or three I've played is Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and Demon Souls because I came into the game way late. So I don't know, mate. I would say do Elden Ring. No, I would say do Demon Souls, but do it with a YouTube walkthrough.
Okay.
There's no shame in having your phone out because there's so much storytelling that they don't tell you.
Yeah. It's just those games
It's
are so massive, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, man.
but
I'm yeah.
so I need to ask you though, while I have you, about John Cena.
Yes.
What do you think about his last match not being at a pay-per-view? Which I'm actually thankful for because now I don't have to pay for it because I still have the cock. Uh, but not for long. And so, what do you think about it not being on a pay-per-view and just a random ass Saturday night's main event? And also, who do you think it's going to be?
First of all, I hate the idea that it's on Saturday night's main event because of the treatment it's gotten. I'd say the past. I mean, it probably could go further, but I'd say 3 to 4, maybe 3 Saturday night's main events. I mean, everyone has their opinion on Goldberg, but like him getting cut off is kind of messed up. And the amount of commercials were awful each of those times. And I get it, like it's public TV, it's on the air, they got to make their sponsors and stuff, and people buy and pay for that through the station, but yada yada yada. But like it's just I don't know. I'm so sad as like a John Cena fan. Like this is my dude, and I'm just worried he's gonna get like the commercial treatment. And I'm not doubting. I'm not saying the match will be bad, and I'm not saying his last opponent is gonna be a bad choice because I'm optimistic about his last opponent. Um, if I were to book it, no, okay, I'll start realistically. Realistically, I think something's gonna happen where I don't know how we get there, but I would love to see Drew be the one to send Cena out. I mean, I would love to see Gunther too, but man, they really messed that one up because I would have loved to see them go back and forth for a couple of weeks.
How
But
come? Why Drew? That's because to me that's a little random.
that's what I'm saying too. That's why I'm like, I don't know how we get there. But Drew is someone that I've wanted to be that guy for like since
Okay.
the beginning. I'd say probably since the announcement of the retirement tour. He's always been a head or a name that was always floating around in my head that should be the one to retire Cena because I don't know, and I don't think he should get it out of pity, like because of what I'm about to say. Because let's be real, like Drew has had it rough booking wise, and I'm sure that he's gonna get it all in
Mm-hmm.
tenfold in the future. But I don't know, man. There's some losses that he took that like really I feel like hurt his care or slowed down his momentum. Um, but I mean, dude, at least he's got CM Punk in the Hell in the Cell match, dude. That's like one of my favorite matches ever. But I
One of
just
the
think,
best matches of the last couple years for sure.
yeah, I just think that he would be amazing to see go back and forth with Cena, but to also support the idea that it's just too soon and out of nowhere. Yeah, man, it's just that's another person I would have loved to see go a few more weeks with back and forth on promos, backstage segments. That's another thing, bro. I'm sorry if I'm drifting off, but where are the backstage segments, man? Like, who's like, what about Cena walking into backstage and getting attacked every now and then? Like, where happened to those? Those were fun, and I'm just saying all around too. Like, it's just we need more of that. Like, we see it here and there, but it's like bro, I wish it was like more into it, I guess you could say, more active with the legends like that. Like, when's the last time you saw Roman Reigns get laid out backstage? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like,
No,
like,
it's so weird because it's like why wouldn't you want to go balls to the wall the whole time? Like why like they have to know that what they're doing story-wise is like uh it's I don't want to say like mediocre, but it's under delivering.
mhm.
And I don't know if that's maybe because like contractually like Cena's like I just got to show up for 30 minutes and then I got to leave. Like, I don't know if he's there all day, just like all the other wrestlers, like, because he's a busy dude. He's got shit to do. So, like, I don't know how much they're even able to do with him, but it's just, I always remember why a lot of my, like, reference points is Sting because I have watched him for so long. But Sting never wanted to go to WWE because he was afraid he would get used the wrong way. And so that's why he went to TNA and why he didn't go until he went, and then he was gone pretty much right after that. But I think they're doing John Cena the wrong way right now.
Yeah. I mean, when you look in hindsight, Sting probably had one of the best like send-offs through AEW. Like it seemed like he went out on his own terms and you like there are a lot of similarities I think between Sting. I don't know a lot of info. Like I would love to do a deep dive on Sting's history, but like for instance, I saw a quote this week from Jim Ross when he was scouting OVW in the early 2000s, and you look on there and it says prototype and then colon and it says has a lot of charisma, reminds me of Sting. And it's
Dude,
like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it's
If you
like
look
this,
at if you look at pictures of the prototype and then pictures of Surfer Sting and
yeah.
then just like uh the way they get excited when they talk, like it's just and Sting, but it's so 80s. Like Sting was he was doing the coked out Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, but he was so much younger that he was like I don't know. Anyways, but
It's just it seems like he was in control of his like a lot like most points of his career from an outside eye, you know, and especially with
yeah,
this send off, it seems like he got what was ideal for him. With this, it's just man, I we could always point the finger at WrestleMania 42 and with The Rock and or 41, I mean. Oh my God, I'm getting all my numbers mixed up. Jeez. But anyways, like we could always point back to April and then point the finger at The Rock for not showing up, which is totally understandable. But it's like, bro, I think that's past that. Like, dude, they had so many ways they could have taken it, and they did. I mean, we got CM Punk, we got Randy Orton, got an unexpected banger. Well, I mean, for some people it was expected, but I'd say a lot of people were surprised by the Logan Paul match. And dude, the Sami Zayn match was really good on
I love that
SmackDown,
by
I
the
think.
way. When
Was that?
when Sammy came, I love that when Sammy came out and
Yeah.
challenged John Cena to a match. I was like, that was pretty sick.
Yeah. And I mean, unpopular opinion maybe, but I think Sammy absolutely needed this because a lot of people I felt like were thinking his character was getting redundant, you know, the whole Sammy Hogan thing, which is kind of messed up. But I mean, I can't ever really see him as a heel. And it's just I don't know, man. I think that he really needed this boost, and I think that this was a very worthy match for Cena in his final year. And now watching Sammy do the U.S. Open challenge is sick. I mean, he just had a match with Javon Evans last week, I think. I think Javon Evans came out and challenged him, and I mean, I mean, you could have called him going places a year ago in NXT when he showed up. So I'm excited to see more of him. But now I'm curious. I wanna know who you think Cena's last opponent is, but I want to add one more thing beforehand, and I want to ask you this too. If you had no rules, no unwritten rules between companies, okay, I want to hear who you think is going to get booked and who you would personally book for his last opponent.
I would book Edge for his last opponent.
I'm signing that dot with you, dude. That
If
is
I
my
could,
choice.
if I could have it my way, Edge and Cena would have a match every single Cena appearance up. Like they would just have, what has he got? Like 4 or 5 appearances left.
Yeah,
Yeah, just give me 4 or 5 matches with Edge, and then they can both retire, or Edge can go back to AEW and retire there. I don't care. The fact
honestly.
that Edge and I loved how they called like they did each other's finish. Uh, like that was wholesome as a fan, and you could tell too that the crowd appreciated Edge doing the FU and everything. It's a fucking FU. All the people who call it an attitude adjustment, you're incorrect. But
Yep.
anyways, who do I think it's gonna be?
Oh no. I feel like I know where you're going.
Dude, I think it's either gonna be Brock Lesnar or The Rock.
Okay. I ooh. All right, I had another name too, but I'm gonna let you talk because, like, yeah, I'll let you
I
go
just
because,
the reason why if Brock didn't have that exchange with Paul Heyman on Raw or whatever, um, where they were like, "We need to talk," then I would say it's definitely Brock Lesnar because they only brought him back to do the Cena thing.
yeah,
Because if he's not going to be on Raw or SmackDown, there's no reason for him to be there. So I would think Cena just got his ass kicked by Lesnar, and then Cena's final match is Cena going Super Cena one last time, and then he squashes Lesnar, and then that's it. The reason I say The Rock is because The Rock has been he could redeem the story kind of, I guess, with the heel turn. Um, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of The Rock lately or videos, but because he's doing that movie, he's lost a lot of weight. So I don't think he's in a condition to like have a match.
yeah.
And I feel like that's something they probably would have started hyping already. Um, so I don't know, dude. But I worry that it's gonna be like a. I worry that it's gonna be Cody, and I worry that it's gonna be Seth. But
Ooh,
I
okay.
would. So I would hope it's in my utopia. It's Edge. I hope it's the Rocker Brock, but I'm worried that it's Seth or Cody.
Another name I just thought of that I don't think I would mind it. I don't know if I'd want to see it, but I definitely wouldn't mind it. What about somehow Roman Reigns? I mean, John Cena is somebody who's always called Roman the greatest of all time, or like he's called him that. And like he's always shown him his flowers. What if like we somehow get Roman and John Cena in one final 1v1 and it's like just the battle of like I don't know what you would call it, powerhouses. You know, like the battle of powerhouses, like a
it
household
would
name.
it would it would make well, I mean they have done it before and I can't remember like there's that legendary pop when Cena made his return at Money in the Bank and Rome so fucking it's probably one of the loudest pops of all time to be honest.
Yeah,
Um uh I forget who won that, so maybe there's a rubber match to be had or something. How Roman Reigns is pretty much off TV, right? Like they wrote him off.
I think he came back yesterday to help Jey Uso and Jimmy. I think they fought the Bronze again, and I think there's like they're trying to build tension between Jimmy and Jay, which I don't know about you, but I don't really care to see them go one on one again. At least not at WrestleMania. Like they got to put on a good one on one somewhere else first, and not Super Kick Central, but I don't know, man.
God.
I feel like Jimmy's gotten more of a pleasure to watch, and
Oh, for sure.
I feel like he's gotten like I don't think better is the right word, but I think we've been seeing more of his skill in ring. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Roman came back again for like the 400th time in his career, and it's like, how many times are they going to play back the comeback card with him? You know, like I don't think it's ever going to get stale, but like I don't know, it could. It very well could.
I
People,
wouldn't mind if it was Roman. I just think they would need to uh do a good job of explaining why Roman is there.
yeah,
But
that.
also, I there's only a couple minutes left and I actually wanted to ask you this before we you were even going to come on today. Do you now Cena says the last time we're ever going to see him is this last match, but he'll be inducted in the Hall of Fame, and I don't think he would skip out on that.
No.
And I think he'll make appearances like, on pre-shows or whatever. Maybe not all the time, but he'll be like The Rock or Stone Cold where you'll see him every once in a while. Do you think he goes into the Hall of Fame this year?
Um,
Or do they wait a little bit?
I think they're gonna, dude. I had this idea a couple, like when they announced WrestleMania in Saudi, bro. They're probably gonna do it that year in 2027. They'll make him the head of the Hall of Fame in 2027 in Saudi. So I specifically can't attend it. Yeah. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like, Austin said something, and now we have to run it, and now we're gonna scold him and bash him for it, and so he can't attend because he's too poor to fly to Saudi. So that's what they're doing. I'm
I'm
calling
too
it,
poor to go to Vegas.
bro.
That's
Bro,
one state over.
dude. I will say though, oh man, after this year in Vegas and blowing all that freaking money. I mean, we did it the cheap way too. And it was a lot. I can't wait to go next year and do like if you end up hitting WrestleCon and doing the indie shows, that's what I'm looking forward to next year, so I can see both worlds. It'd be a lot of fun.
We're going, dude. We're going. It's pretty much official. We're just waiting for the dates for shit to come out so we can book everything. But we're fucking doing it, dude.
Hell yeah! I mean, I'm with you guys this time because last year I was like, yeah, dude, I want to mark out. I want to go see all the WWE stuff or like do all that. And then now
Biggest
this year, I'm
fucking
like, yeah,
yeah. Doing WWE World one time is the only WWE World I need.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Honestly, I just
But
took pictures from the outside and I was like, all right.
yeah. It's cool to see certain stuff, but when you see how long the lines are and how much there isn't, you're like, oh. But
Yeah.
anyways. All right, buddy. Well, good talking to you.
Always a pleasure, man.
Maybe I'll see you Friday when I'm ring announcing in Wildemar. But if I don't, I hope I see all the friends of the podcast there at
I'll be there.
BWC Ignite. Hell yeah! Kids are free. Tickets $20, and the doors are at 6 or 6:30. I don't know. Go look at their Instagram. It's not my job to promote their show. Anyways. All right, everyone. We'll be back. Take it easy.
Peace.